that can shoot an arrow all the way up there and try to help him out a little bit down here in bottom. Let's see what Loud want to do to answer it. Do they go for something else that's high pressure? I would hope so if you've got a pairing with Kalista. A Mumu makes a lot of sense. They'll lock that one in.
Yeah, I mean, Sales has just looked incredible on this. Yesterday, myself and Chronicler were watching the games in the hotel room, and we were just losing our collective minds at how good Sales was performing on this pick. So, not surprised to see it come through. Plus, having the, 1, 2, 3 different ways of getting into this. Between double bandage toss and toss in coming through from the Kalista as well. Can work out very well. And it still fits that style we're talking about for Loud, where you have a ton of just jump in, deal all your damage, try and murder anyone who steps into your vicinity.
All right, how do we feel about this Viego pick on number 5 here? I'm a little caught off guard by this one. I wasn't expecting that to be the answer from Loud.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that we'd end up going towards something, even something like a Wukong or something along these lines that kind of facilitates that all-in engaged style. But yeah, the Viego I'm not as big of a fan of. Like, he wants to be able to try and farm up, play for that late game scaling. But when we've already kind of talked about Tally and Topoon, Arthur wanting to play heavily through this top side, I would have preferred something that could try and match that aggression around the level 6 mark, but it doesn't really feel like Viego offers that. So it feels to me now like Sales needs to start moving out of this bot side to try and play that 4th man in this top side brawl that I'm expecting.
And the final pick of the draft here for the Chiefs is the Braum. I like this a lot. Next to something like an Ashe that has no built-in escape mechanisms, he can provide some protection. And also you're against 1, 2, 3, 4 melee champions and a Kalista. The ability to disrupt the fights, use that ulti as a counter engage, I think that could be very powerful.
Yeah, I mean, great.
Mid lane does have a refillable Darksteel Dorans, as now we might have some problems here. Topoon gonna find himself ganked. That's Croc stopping in. That's Croc getting it done. That's Robo getting the money.
And we talked about how we want to see Chiefs making early plays mid. Well, let's go and see if they can make a play. And remember we were saying, look, Sales would need to roam. Well, we got the roam through.
Bruns is coming in first. Tanone's going after these guys who look for the stolen Glacial Fissure as Tally has to flash away. 200 HP left. Loud. Seo's trying to get away from it. He gets stunned up, but he buffers through it with a bandage toss, but he buffers backwards. Not a whole lot of places to go. The Chiefs are on the board.
Nicely done here for Chiefs, especially now killing Sales to get the push in this wave. Might try and look up towards this Rift Herald as well.
On the left side of the screen, it's the Chiefs jungler that is leading the way. The power of the farming on the Hecarim, but now Croc is ready to go in, and he's got Tanone's right behind him. Tally could be in some trouble as Arthur shows up, and he's ready to fight now too. Tally goes over the wall. Tanone's with the flash. Robo kills Topoon off screen as Arthur tries to get away. The bandage toss will not connect.
Here on the top side, the Robo had that push in at the top. There we get the stolen away ult as well, means that Tally gets caught out. And it's just a bit unfortunate here where Tally tries to escape away, but doesn't have that flash because it was Burge earlier trying to make the plays happen. So Tinones knows that and immediately goes in on the play.
Yeah, Tanone stealing that Galio ulti. That is the best Galio ulti we've seen in the game so far, and it wasn't cast by Galio. There we go. I love the attitude to ask the question. We might have a whole lot of trouble going on. The bowling ball goes forward. Oh, but the bandage toss misses. Seos' accuracy being a little bit off in a couple of these different skirmishes.
I'll forgive him after his performance yesterday. He had an absolute banger of a game against Fnatic, but
hold on now. Topoon's going in. It's not going to be a 1v1, but Robo doesn't even care. He's saying, what are you guys doing? He comes right back in 1v2. He's going to stand and fight Arthur and Topoon at the same time. He goes for the Infernal Chains, but he bit off more than he could chew, and Arthur spits him out.
Robo tries to make things happen, but he's just so late in the play. Now Croc trying to see if he can find Topoon. Can he pull a sneaky?
All right, Topoon, can you get away from this one, buddy? Nope, doesn't look like it. There we go. There's the dunk.
0-3 start for Topoon. And when we were already talking about, Reyes.
Let's take another look at how this top fight happened, because Robo was willing to take this.
Yeah, he looked good at the start, right? Great trade against Topoon, gets the pullback on the Infernal Chains, gets that Q3 in the sweet spot as well. And this is where it's like, now he gets a little bit greedy, right? Because actually really nice Q2 to reset. But
oh boy, we come right back into the action, baby. Arthur trying to keep himself alive here, goes on a killing spree. First kill onto Seos, but now they got to be careful. Loud coming back in, looking to find the kills. Tally's very low, Reyes is very low. Reyes is gone. Croc grabbing the reset on that one. Alador going to be trapped in the pit. Even when Chiefs started off all right, it's Loud taking it 2-1.
It's wins across the board for Loud. Top, mid, and these third plates, he said, 2 and top gone now as well. And here, Seos gets a great ultimate again, like just trying to lock down the jungler, but I can't speak ever.
The replays can never start. I'm sorry, my friend, but the action just keeps going, and Loud just keeps going. Robo gets another one. Tapoon, 0-4. Arthur gonna die for the first time this game as Tanones gets another paycheck.
I mean, as you say, Divine Surge has been nerfed so hard, you're seeing Immortal Shield build for Croc, right?
Yeah.
Although, I will say, Croc has definitely been someone who's had some interesting builds, let's say, over the play-ins, but here we go, Tally.
Oh boy. Tanones is going in, but over the wall comes Seos. They're never alone. Loud is always bringing more dudes to the party as Tapoon and Aladoric gotta try to get away now. They've stolen away the Camille ulti. They're gonna trap her in her own ultimatum, but the Galio's ready to re-enter into the fight. There comes an arrow from across the map, but Tally's still dead first. They still look to fight back a little bit, but they can't do a thing. The Chiefs are being crushed, and Loud are the ones smashing them.
There's a new Chief in town, and Loud are stepping forward. Croc sneaks in behind the tower. They take down another. Loud read the play perfectly. Croc stays on Dragon. They know the Chiefs are going to make the play top, and they just match them beautifully. This is a phenomenal year from Loud. Going from 7th place in spring to winning 2-3 against Pain Gaming in their finals, and now taking down the Chiefs as well, trying to see if they can put themselves in towards groups. And this was just a great read. As you said, Croc is on the bot side, Reyes isn't in position, so it's a 4v4 on the top side, because Loud know that Chiefs didn't want to try and contest the Dragon. They move up top side, they abuse the fact they've got those big mythic advantages. And even here, Brunza, like, he still manages to survive, somehow escaping out the backside here, so he gets in behind the tanks once more.
You know the fight is trouble when the max duration Ash arrow hits the AD carry. They're ready to go, man. They're ready to go. They know how in control they are of this game. And remember, a 5-man play. The Amumu bandage flew out, just barely missed an enemy character, but now they're ready to go. Flash engage. Loud is in there. Combs are out of there. Blink and you'll miss it. Here comes Loud. Tapoon will try to stand and fight, but he just can't do it. Croc is low. He barely escapes the bucket of chicken as Loud just splatters him.
Where'd they go? You just, I just saw them go underneath the towers like, all right, well, this either wins the game or cracks it open, and they just disappeared.
That's League of Legends right there. None of that hand-holding, play safe, waiting for late game type of stuff. Real men dive turrets. Real men are going in, and Loud are really ready to go.
It was such a great engage. I mean, immediately, you just see all the damage come through, and there's not a hope. Seos once more, we talked about this Amumu, how great it's been for him. Gets the setup, dunk down, comes through from Robo, a triple kill in this play, and it's just chaos. Everyone on Chiefs is falling right, left, and center.
I love this. It was a 4-for-2 trade, so yes, Loud lost a couple of them.
Picked up number 2. Baron, it's just left there at the moment, but it feels like a matter of time until they move over. They're even going to get a couple of picks.
Yeah, they're going for the flank now with Robo coming around. Brunza already kills Arthur. There goes Reyes. Enemy jungler's dead. Enemy AD carry's dead. If you were waiting for your green light for Baron, there it is.
Yeah, we're about to get some purple lights in here. Going to be picked up for Loud very, very quickly, and yes, Tapoon.
Nothing. Now they've got a 5-digit gold lead. Now they've got Baron on all 5 players. Robo's getting caught out a little bit here. They're going to try to come in and rescue him. A lot of damage coming out. He dies immediately. Tanones shows up, and now he's in a 1v3. He goes right back in. He's still looking to fight. Remember, he's got the stasis. That is huge for buying time. They dash away from the ulti coming out from Reyes. The Chiefs are still trying to fight back. Croc goes in. Croc might go down. He can't find Aladoric, and Reyes grabs a shutdown. Loud have gotten too confident, and Loud have dropped the ball.
Chiefs refuse to say yes in this. They will keep fighting the whole way through. That's a ton of shutdowns that have gone over onto their side. They'll get the objective bounties here as well. And just when it looked like Loud might have been able to close out this game, we're looking at a nearly 3,000 gold deficit off the Red Bull Baron power play.
That was an absolute grief from Loud. If you do that in my solo queue game, I'm reporting you. They just go in a conga line one after another. Robo gets caught here. He tries to fight for it, but it doesn't work.
But that's the thing, right? Like, look at where they're positioned on the map. Robo, bit overextended on this, and Chiefs immediately jump onto him. And now it's that slow run down to the bottom side. You can buy a bit of time here, Tin Ohms, but you're just slowly losing members bit by bit. The Callista doesn't show up in this fight right until the end as well, so Chiefs completely outgunning Loud the entire way through this fight, and that's the hope that maybe Oafs would needed to get back into this, but it's one that they'll have to do again if they hope to bring this game back.
One of the things that I always sarcastically say when a game is very one-sided and somebody asks me, all right, well, how does the other team come back into this, is, well, if they walk out, just individually die a few times, that's how you win. That's what Loud did, but I think they've corrected the mistake now. They're back into the Loud death ball that we know and love, and they're rolling down mid lane, 5v4 for the next 20 seconds. Tally's gonna have to run away. Loud still has the Baron on Brunsa, which is very important because that just gives all of the effect that you need. They can force down the tier 3, force down the inhib. Oh my goodness, are they just gonna go in the game? Are they gonna make up for their sins in bottom lane and just end it now? Let's go. Let's see if they can make it happen. Tally's here on the front line. Stasis keeps him alive. Seoff trying to get away here from those turrets. Tapoon jumps right back in. Robo's now the target. Hextech ultimatum. Say goodnight to Poon. The Galio makes an entry, but it's only going to be an exit here in a short amount of time. Seos dies to Reyes as now Loud continues moving forward. Aladoric's your target. Q3 hits him. Croc goes in with a stolen Camille body. It's 4v2 at the Chiefs Nexus.
Still though, there's no wave left. No Baron buff either, so this is just gonna be the last few creeps. They might get one tower, but this is getting risky.
Oh, Loud is not done. They only go in. Robo keeps chasing him away. Tally's back into the fountain. Reyes is trying to free fire, but he don't got no damage. He can't do it. They'll take out 2 though, thanks to the fountain. Loud may have finally been stopped, but this team, when any other team in League of Legends, you would think they'd say, all right, cool, we'll back off and reset. Loud just keeps going in. Now Robo and Croc might get punished here with a TP coming in. Tapoon has a lot of chasing power. Robo knows they're going to come after him. He wants to try to take one down. In the meantime, if he can, he won't, and Tapoon gets the kill.
But that's the thing though.
Oh, but the Galio is here. Drake secured. Chiefs grabbing the objective bounty on that one. Robo's made his TP. He's ready to join the fight, but Seos is going to die here at the very start before they can do a whole lot about it. Brunsa under pressure. They go in. They find the AD carry. Reyes is going to die now. The fight's broken off into 2 parts. They save Arthur's ulti, and he jumps back in. Loud may get aced. The Chiefs have fought beautifully.
How are they holding on to this? Every single time the Chiefs, when it looks like they're out, are finding 1 inch back into the game. Robo goes for a very deep TP, which means he's late, and Chiefs pounce beautifully. 1 for 5 in that Chiefs are holding.
I guarantee, I don't have it in front of me right now. Chat's just got to be nothing but people run. Oafs will not be silenced. They are coming back here, holding on, fighting tooth and nail. Watch it again, how the Chiefs got it done.
And there's no vision here for Loud, right? So Tally's actually in a really good spot. This really deep TP is a bit unnecessary for Robo because it means you're still in a 4v5. Brunsa gets caught as well. He has to flash away, but Arceus has to way overextend to try and help him. But Arthur immediately onto the back line. No real peel. The damage isn't there without Robo. And Chiefs do such a good job of resetting these fights and getting in a position where it's more about these 2v2s, these 2v3s, rather than being an all-out front-to-back team fight.
Absolutely. It's incredible they've tied the Drakes now, but they still have a long way to go as Loud still has a very impressive lead. Ash Arrow's gonna get fired off, hits Brunsa. Robo's in a lot of trouble. A Mumu ulti drops. Now the Chiefs are too far forward. Tapoon is already dead, and Loud is striking back. The Galio ulti won't do a thing, and Aladoric and Reyes are the last 2 alive. The Chiefs got a little bit too hype, and now Loud gets the ace.
Reyes, always known as the late game fight for the Chiefs. He falls, and with that, the final breath of Chiefs feels like it goes with them. Loud are pushing for the base.
It's one of those things, man. You end up getting a big couple of wins off of punishing your opponents. You get a little bit too hype on yourself, then you're the ones making the mistake. You're the ones getting punished, and Loud are the ones to take this game.
Chiefs will go out swinging, but Loud will put themselves to